welcome back to Season 4, Episode 4 of Wax Pro UNCUT. I am Rachael.
And I'm Erica.
And today we have Ari.
Of Smooth Society.
Welcome, Ari. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So Ari is an esthetician waxer in the industry. We follow each other on social media. We had put like a question box out of like, who's local and wants to be on the podcast that we can interview. And so thank you for coming and being a part of this.
Excited.
I know.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you're here.
So we have some questions lined up for you. We want to be able to share, as you know, back to the community, anybody that's an aspiring esthetician or an esthetician who wants to go solo, or just like a waxer that's been in practice but wants to listen to, wax talk, wax business. So I want to start off by asking you how you even got here into this industry.
I decided I wanted to go to aesthetic school because I graduated high school in 2020, so beginning of COVID, and I had no idea which direction I wanted to go as far as like career-wise. So I decided not to go to college because I didn't want to pay for online schooling and any of that, not knowing which direction I wanted to go. So I decided to go to Essie school, and the reason I chose to go to Avalon was because it was 2 minutes from my house. And I decided I want to get into waxing because the energy exchange that I got with facials was really like, it had a big effect on me. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really know how to like block that out working through those facials. And I personally don't like to receive facials with gloves on. So that wasn't something that I like really considered. Yeah. So that's not something I wanted to like do, like giving. Mm-hmm. That's not something I wanted to do performing services. Yeah. So I decided waxing, and I also like the fast-paced like environment when it comes to working and being able to converse with my clients too, whereas with facials that's not really typical.
Right. They're like zenned out, sleeping, so you don't talk a lot. I
like that fast, like get it done, get out.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Get in, get out, baby.
Get in, get out.
So you knew in school that when you graduated, you would pursue waxing. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite things when we do like the industry events and we go and meet the girls, and you can tell the ones that when you're like, are you guys SD or cause? And they're like, SD. How do you guys feel about waxing? And there's always like 4, right, in the group that are like waxing all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that waxing is your thing. And that's, I think, probably how we both felt about it when you're like that. Like you said,
because it's really not for everyone.
No, it's not for everyone. And you have to have the personality for it, for sure.
We had like a super controversial TikTok that we posted where it's like, I think it was actually a clip of a podcast where I was saying like, you just know a waxer like when you meet them. Like they have a very specific personality.
Oh, no, it was spa esthetician versus waxers.
Oh man, the girls, they did not like that.
They flipped out in the comments like, well, I'm an esthetician even if I'm a waxer. And the other girls are like, I can still wax even if I am a spa face. I'm like,
and we're not saying that. All I'm saying is typically, and it doesn't mean that you're a bad waxer if you have a mousier personality, but typically waxers are just a little bit more outgoing because let's face it, you can't be shy and look at vaginas all day.
You got to be able to run your room, and you can't do that if you're shy and like to yourself.
Right.
No, 100%. Yeah. So you said Avalon, is that what you said?
Avalon.
You went to Avalon. And so in 2020, what was your beauty school experience like? Was it how many girls were in your class? Was it weird because of COVID? Like did you have many models / clients to practice on, or were people like not really coming into the spa?
I didn't know that was a thing. Like having clients in SD school, I didn't have any clients in SD school.
None.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Because the school didn't allow it?
Well, nobody, first of all, we had 13 different teachers. Like every one of them told us something different.
Because they kept quitting? They got fought.
They kept quitting. God. Yeah, they kept quitting.
Oh
every one of them told us something different.
That's okay.
I hope they didn't. Okay. No. And yeah, like they would like have it up on the board, like who's in the spa today, but it was very like unorganized. And like whenever we did have teachers, half the time they were with the cause students. Like it was just like we were just like in fucking childcare basically, like not doing anything. And the only time where we enjoyed doing anything was when we were giving services to each other, because otherwise it was just like summer camp.
It's like jail.
Yeah, like
You're just sitting there doing your time to get your hours.
Oh my gosh. So just practicing on each other for yourselves.
Yeah, I forgot the question.
Oh, just like how your beauty school experience was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So no real clients. No practice in school.
Practice on each other.
Right, but not like models being booked in the spa from the school. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so this is nutso. So I had a similar experience because I told you I got licensed in 2021. Like I've been in the industry since 2008, but like I didn't decide to actually practice till then. And I was at the tail end of COVID. So I experienced a lot of chaos too. Now, mind you, a little bit before that, I was managing Waxing the Cities. So I was hiring girls that just graduated. But they had what was called a provisional license. Did you get one of those?
Yes, I did get one of those, yep.
So provisional licenses were basically like a yellow sheet of paper that said, I did my hours and I'm waiting to take my test, but I am legally able to work.
Except you're not legally able to work.
It's crazy that that exists.
Right. No, you could hire someone and I would hire them. And when they would run out, I would literally be like, you need to go get your license now.
European
you're out of a
Wax
job.
Center did not let me work with my provisional.
Really?
They made me work at the front until I got my real physical.
And that's probably the right move.
Yeah, definitely the right move. I mean, I think I hired a couple of girls with full intention of like, they're going to get their license. So like, frankly, I made sure they were smart enough to take a freaking test. I had them practicing literally for their state boards during downtime.
I got my provisional after I took my state boards.
Really?
Yes, I passed my state boards, then they gave me the provisional.
Oh, you know what it was? I'm lying. I forgot. It was like you took your written.
You had to wait for it to come in the mail.
Then you got your provisional. But they couldn't do the practical because of masks and all the stuff. Oh. And what they ended up doing by the time I went to go get licensed was
a second theory.
So there's no more practicals in beauty school.
To this day?
Wait, they're not back?
No. I just talked to the girls at Studio Academy this week.
Oh my God.
And both tests are literally just, you go into a test center, take them on the computer, and that's it. Which is why, we cannot harp enough on ongoing education. Like, you absolutely have to get specific, specialized training after you get your license. There's no way you go to school and come out knowing how to wax or do a up-to-date facial. There's just not.
Yeah. I feel like facials, it's easier because if you study the book that you pay for, you learn the different skin diseases and what to look for when you're doing a skin analysis. But as far as actually putting that into play and acting it out and doing the service with people that you didn't go to school with, that's not something I got out of SD school, when that should be something that I left with paying all that money,
Right.
In SD school, I know you said you guys practice on each other. What did you wax on each other? Or?
We did wax on each other, but mainly it was facials. We waxed we waxed each other, or we got the wax pots out maybe we got the wax pots out maybe once a week. Okay. For
You're
2
months
out of the 3. Yeah, it was barely anything.
Okay. Yeah. And what kind of wax was used in your school?
It was I think it's Star Pill.
Hard wax?
Hard and soft wax.
Oh.
But they were the ones in the tins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's an upgrade. Honestly, I'm shocked.
Was it Star Pill?
If not, it was Gigi.
No, it started with Satin Smooth.
Satin Smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
Okay. So Satin Smooth at the schools. Right on. And so, you got your license and you took your test written on the computer, got your provisional.
Yes.
You went back, took your practical on the computer.
Yep.
Okay. And then you got licensed. So tell us about your journey after you got licensed.
So it took state board to get my physical, real license out to me maybe 4 months after I took the test. So I couldn't start working until I had that. So I was working front desk for European Wax Center while I was waiting for it, kind of getting accustomed to the system and learning the environment. What was your question?
No, you're good.
Well, no,
so what was your journey? You got licensed, and so you're working the desk.
Working the front desk, yes. And then I was working the front desk for 2.5 months, and then I got my license in. And I stayed with that European Wax Center till this past July. It's the only one I ever worked at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? That's 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm. Almost 4, yeah.
Okay. And so you went solo. So like what went into making that decision?
There was a few reasons. I think the biggest one was finally realizing that I can't move forward unless I wanted to work in management or for like headquarters, which I didn't want to do that. And I also just had like a lot of clients like telling me that there was nowhere up in Cave Creek, like there was nowhere to go to get serviced as far as waxing and intimate waxing, really. So I figured, why not? You know, there's a whole clientele base that's just waiting to be serviced up there. And at the same time, I realized that I'm not excelling with this company.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also just a lot of toxicity within that center that I tried my hardest to stay out of. I kind of just like secluded myself in my room towards the last 2 years. The first 2 years were great, and then it just like snowballed kind of. But I tried to keep to myself and not really involve myself in any of that toxicity because I really was just there to work, get paid, go home. You know, like, yeah, friendships, but they come and go. So many of those waxers were in and out. So I kind of just gave up on like making friends. Like I would become acquainted and help the girls feel welcomed, but at the end of the day, I was just there to work. And when I started to leave the center, not so happy as I used to, I think that's when it like really settled in that I can't stay here. Yeah, like it's time, you know.
So you've been solo how long now?
Since January.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, not long.
So how's this journey been? Like, how do you feel about entrepreneurship?
Best decision I've ever made.
Yay!
Like, yeah, I love my clients. My clients are really what make it worth it. You know, if I didn't have them, I wouldn't have this business. So
yeah,
I'm really grateful to them for sticking with me and trusting me to take care of their skin and loving me as a person and respecting me. And
nice.
Yeah,
and you get to pick and choose your clients.
Exactly. Not every client is gonna be the right client for you, and I'm starting to understand that and accept that because I don't want those clients as clients. You know.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot in several podcast episodes and some of our reels, and it's just like, it's like dating, you know, not every person you date is going to be the love of your life, right?
It's interesting though, because when I was at European Wax Center, those clients and I like clicked great. And then I ventured off on my own and they find me and they come see me at my spot and it's like a completely different dynamic.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So interesting.
Very interesting. I think those clients maybe more, they like the more corporate-y types of places.
Transactional.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about consumer behavior. Yeah. People are very trained to have a membership, to go to the same places, the same experience. They don't like change. I don't know. Some people, are just more big chain kind of people. Some people like mom and pops only, and they want to support local, and it is what it is.
It's really interesting, too, when you're going solo, like these people, the loyalty that comes through. Like I had people that were like, I would see you no matter, like I would go on vacation or be sick and they refused to see anybody else. Those were like the ride or dies that were like, I will never see anyone, won't see another waxer.
I have a client.
But then I left and then they didn't come with me and they were like, it's like, what was, there was all that talk. And so the loyalty thing is very interesting of like, not everyone is your person, like you said.
Yeah. And I think that goes hand in hand with like not telling your waxer that you missed a hair or like you didn't get this, you didn't get that. Like it's coming from a place of like, I respect what you do for me, but like you don't mean that much to me, you know, or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I love what you do, but maybe it's just them being a people pleaser and not knowing how to say no.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm curious, not to like get personal and share stuff on, a public forum, but financially, has it been the same, different, or better for you?
So I haven't been paying myself since I went solo. All of what I've been making has just been sitting in my business account, and I've been putting some slowly away into my
reinvesting back into the business?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've basically just been living off my savings account, and I'm so grateful to have my parents here and be able to live with them while I'm venturing off into this journey. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's been okay. I have them to fall back on.
Yeah.
Fall back on if anything, but so far I've been supporting myself, and it's been good. I have had nothing to worry about so far.
So I think that's super smart, number one. Like we talk about it all the time. Like if you have a spouse or a parent, a relative that is helping support you through entrepreneurship, I mean, that's best case scenario, because it takes time to be profitable. But where did you get this idea, this concept of, I have to have savings? And like, what do you recommend to new people breaking off solo in terms of that financial planning?
I think what really like ingrained it into my head was growing up, my parents owned a restaurant and they didn't have any employees. It was just the two of them.
Oh, wow.
So me and my brothers were like basically raised in that restaurant aside from like elementary school. Mm-hmm. We'd get picked up and spend our entire day there, and we would see them like hustle and bustle, and like my dad tore his ACL, and like they went through so many like physical ailments from like working there. And it was a successful restaurant, but it got to a point to where it like took such a toll on them to where they had to sell it. But they managed to like buy such a beautiful house, and like they did all these things coming from a third world country, and like it was just so baffling to see them so successful, being the first.
Yeah, like the first generation.
Yeah, first generation.
Yes. Yeah. It was just it was
like
really
completely
cool
self-made.
to see. Yeah, and I think I just like took bits and pieces from that, and obviously they were there to educate me too.
But what like a full circle moment though, that now like you're doing the same,
right?
And they're like, we've got your back.
Encouraging too. Yeah, and
that's
they're
awesome.
like all for it.
So your financial planning came from watching your parents run a business.
Yes.
What outside of the financial planning, like what's some tips you have for people going solo for the first time? Advice.
I would say definitely find, like, if you are going to be renting a space or location, to find something that isn't as dense or like saturated with the same
smart girl
service.
The same service.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to be lined up with like 6 other waxers.
Yeah, you don't need that competition. Yeah. Like, why do that to yourself if you can avoid it, So I'd say that's probably like one of the biggest things that has helped me be successful in the first 10 months of opening. What else?
Or is there anything that you would do differently going solo now, like even in the last 10 months, looking back to 10 months ago, would you do anything different going solo, leaving the chain and being on your own? You're like, no, I nailed it.
No.
That's
like,
great though.
Maybe something will come to me, but.
You felt good about your decision, it sounds like.
Yes.
Well, it seems
I feel like
really
the
ready
worst,
and organized.
The worst part that came out of it was how I ended up leaving European Wax Center, because I wanted to leave on good terms. I've always been like a responsible employee.
Did they just cut you when you gave notice or what?
No, I ghosted them, and I didn't plan on it.
Yeah.
But I feel horrible, but at the same time, the owner of the franchise was really horrible to me, and honestly, she was horrible to everyone that worked for her. So she lost my respect a long time ago. And I just got to a point to where I really didn't care about that job anymore. I was 4 years in, and like I was almost forcing myself to show up. And one morning tough. I woke up, and it was just that feeling of like, that feeling you get when you wake up and you're like, I don't want to go to work. And I typically, when I have that feeling, I have a sense of responsibility, and it's like, no, get up, you have to go to work. But I was just at a point where like I didn't need that anymore, and the owner lost my respect, and she doesn't even live here, so it's, I don't know. I really hate the way I did it. I was just like in a mood that morning, and I was like, I don't want to ever go back there. And
yeah, I mean, turns out we're humans.
Yeah, that's one thing I would do differently, though.
Yeah,
is cut my ties to the chain in a better way. Yeah, because I mean that reflects on me as a business owner and as a human, and I hate saying that that's the way I did it, but that's what happened. So
yeah, well, I mean, there's definitely a lot of humility you have to be able to reflect, especially this soon.
Yeah,
like I've made decisions in my life that takes me years to be able to say it. So, applaud yourself for that. It's like you recognize that, hey, maybe that wasn't the best reflection of my character, and we all have moments like that in our careers. Yeah. Absolutely, I could think of many of them.
You live and you learn, though. You take that and you apply it to the next situation.
So your studio now, what makes it unique? Tell us about your studio space.
I am a maximalist at heart. I love colors and
I love that
fun, groovy things.
I know your suite is so cute, and at the end we'll tag social so you can follow Ari. But her space is so cute, like all your art, your decor.
Thank you
super
so
cute.
much.
Yeah,
thank you. I've tried to curate pieces that kind of go hand in hand, but at the same time, like don't match with anything.
right.
Yeah,
But
I love that you said that though. It's coming back. Maximalism. It's making a comeback.
I love that.
I don't hate the contemporary stuff, but it's like. There's a time and a place for it. You know? Not the wax.
It's not the wax.
Like no, it's fun. It's uppity. It's quick. You know, like you're laughing. It's not supposed to look like a hospital room.
Right.
You know,
right. Sterile.
Yeah.
It's fun for sure.
And when I was working at European, I had a lot of clients complain about the light fixtures and like the dusty ceilings. So I knew I wanted to do something different with my ceiling. Yeah. So I hung some like fake flowers from the top.
Oh, that's so cute.
My
that's so funny that you say that. I'm like, trigger. I remember that. Like, you guys need to clean your vent, or like, there'd be a water
stains,
like,
or
that's all they can see.
No, I'm not kidding. You like, as you said it triggered something in me too. I was like, I forgot, but the fluorescent lighting was one of the biggest complaints outside of like hair left behind.
Right.
Oh,
and the music.
Cold in here.
And the music.
The music. Oh my god, the music.
Don't even get me started on
I know. What music do you play in your suite?
Tell us.
I play like what I'm in the mood for
Every
that day,
different.
honestly. Yeah, sometimes I'll play jazz. Sometimes I'll play I was playing the new Tame Impala album today.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
like
whatever the vibe is. If I'll ask a client if they want to listen to something specific, I'll tell Alexa to put it on. So
I love it.
Yeah, it's nothing like I don't have like a set playlist for it. Yeah.
So your clientele, I mean, it sounds like you had some clients going into it. You knew that the demand was there in the area in Cave Creek, and I think that's brilliant. I think a lot of people don't put that much thought into it. They're like, I like this area. They don't do
love
research.
Central Phoenix.
Don't
but there's no way I would succeed down here. It's just so
saturated.
So saturated. Yeah.
So how are you building your clientele from like your base that you had? Like, what are some marketing avenues that you're taking right now to build it?
I honestly haven't done a lot of like paid marketing. I ran maybe like 2 or 3 ads on Facebook and Instagram when I very first opened up.
Did you get any people from that?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way to check. Like if I get clients on Square, like from where they come from.
Yeah.
I don't think Square does that.
Yeah.
But I think creating like a Google profile for myself helped a lot in like looking like a legit business on Google. Like if you search up waxing, I pop up. That's helped a lot. And just asking like my clients to leave reviews for me. I feel like people that have seen me provide service for them. I ask, I just no remorse, like leave me a review, please. Like, help me out.
Please.
So a little tip for our viewers is the secret recipe is 5 reviews a week on Google is like one of the, you want to think about it like an algorithm as well, right? It's going to bump you the fastest on Google searches if you get 5 reviews a week or more. But you could also get flagged for getting too many reviews in a certain period of time. So also watch out for that. But yeah, 5 a week.
Wow, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I started my TikTok account too once I was fully out of the chain. Because I kind of like slowly transitioned out of the chain into my suite. I was working part-time here because I just wanted to set myself up the right way. And I had a lot of clients that were like out of town and asked me to wait. And I don't know, I was kind of people-pleasing my clients at the same time. And that's why I ended up leaving the way I did because I was staying there for my clients. So anyway, I forgot the question.
No, you
answered it just
fine.
fine.
I'll give you another one. So if Smooth Society was a person, how would you describe her? She's cool.
Yeah,
I would hang out with her. She's so fun.
But at the same time, she's nurturing. She wants her clients to feel taken care of, and like each service or each appointment is different. You know, like I don't follow
very personalized
any kind of script or nothing. Like me and my clients and I are friends, and that's what it feels like. You know, like mom and daughter.
Yeah.
Like, hey, sis,
bestie,
you know, yeah,
sister.
hey, bestie. Like, you're coming over to kiki with your girl and get your hair snatched while you're at it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that.
Yeah, I'd say she's fun, nurturing, silly, goofy.
She feels safe.
Cute, safe.
She's welcoming. She's all inclusive. All the things.
A little Western. Yeah. Maybe not.
Western flair.
Western flair, yeah.
It's fun. She's cool.
I want to grab a beer with her.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to ask you lessons. I think lessons are only lessons if you're able to then tell other people what you learned. So what have we learned?
As far as opening up my business?
Yeah.
What have I learned?
Well, you mentioned one already, though, like not every client is your client, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Not everyone is meant for you. What else have I learned? Get a CPA immediately, for sure.
Get your finances in order.
Yeah, get your finances in order. Pay someone to take care of that for you, unless you know how to do that yourself. Because you don't want the IRS coming after you.
No.
Like, you don't want that on the back of your mind when you have so many other things to worry about.
Yeah. Owing money at the end of every year is very disheartening. If you get a good CPA, you might not owe, or not that much.
Yes.
Less.
So that's been a huge thing that never really crossed my mind at all. I mean, I still live with my parents, and they have me as their dependent, so they always did my taxes, and
yeah.
So that was a huge lesson, was figure out your finances before doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Cut ties with people in the most respectful way, I would say, because that will always find a way to come back to you. And you don't want that tainting your business and yourself as a human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you say cut ties, are you like referencing back to like how you left before the corporate chain, or are you talking about like personal relationships? Like what in specific?
Specifically, I am talking about like the girls I worked with, but I mean, it really applies to any situation.
Do you feel like it was kind of like a gang leaving? Like you guys were all homies at some point in the same gang and you got out, and it's like, do you feel like there was any sort of animosity or weird kind of feelings when you left from your ex-peers?
I feel like maybe there was some envy, jealousy, but I don't know. I
would bet you're right. You feel it, I feel like you're very in tune with what's happening. I would bet you're right.
But I felt more like this with my first 2 years being there with that crew.
Gotcha.
And then they all left, and it all changed, and management was different. So we also merged with a different location in between all of that. So everything kind of made a 180 like halfway through me working there.
Yep.
So towards the end, I wouldn't say I was like this with the girls, but I mean, we were cool, you know, like we had fun together. We talked. I just wasn't like, we weren't besties.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, like I felt a little bit of that envy, and I told a few of the girls in confidence, like my plans, which I realized was a horrible mistake.
Yep.
And
you're like, back to the question.
Like,
things I would do differently.
Yeah. It was a horrible mistake.
Trust no one.
Yeah.
That's
oh my gosh. I actually like, I hate but understand why people say that.
I know.
Like, trust me, I actually driving here today, this girl in a minivan, beat up minivan, had a brand new big old decal sticker on the back of her van that said "Trust no one."
You're like,
and
this bitch is onto something.
It had a Tupac like silhouette with the bandana on, and I was like, "You're not wrong."
Like,
but
where are you going?
But no, truthfully, because I'm gonna go sidebar really quick, and I don't mean to hijack your interview, but it's super relevant to what you're saying. I was at a different waxing chain, and I had given more than proper notice, months notice, that I was in aesthetic school and I was going to open my own jam 29 miles away. Mind you, NDAs don't serve a purpose, right? They don't. Just a little threat. I've never really seen major radical like legal charges after that, except for when I was on the other side of it. But that's besides the point.
What?
We'll talk about that.
That's history.
Yeah, history. We'll send you the podcast about it.
Well, then in the most recent days, it's like we're a right to work state, so they deemed the NDA. Okay, so anyway, yes.
So I gave notice. The GM was well aware, And it was like the GM was over like 4 stores and I was over 2 stores. And I think she was actually part owner. So she was made well aware. And so the ramp up of Savage Society, that was the name of my salon.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. It was coming and I was doing promo for it. And, you know, I had told them I will back train management. Like I was going to get 2 managers to replace my role. Like we were all good. We were like, yep, cool, support it. How's it going? I'd give her updates, all good. And somehow the actual owner had found out. And so typical thing happened. Yeah, somehow. So
done.
The you know, I go to log into the point of sale system and I'm logged out. Like just typical bullshit, right? I was like, okay, I've played this game before.
Mm-hmm.
And
like, oh, you want to play, bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they pull me in and they fire me. This is the only time I've been fired. And like, I'm laughing because I'm like, at this point, I'm stacked up. I had just divorced. I had been living with my parents. I had done things the right way, got licensed, all the things. And the GM acted brand new. Like this was a discovery and that I was planning to take these clients. And I'm like
I've been forthcoming this whole time about my plan.
It was so crazy that I just was like, all good.
Were you guys friends too?
I would say, yeah, we were friendly. I mean, like me and my ex-husband, her and her husband, we had gone and stayed at her parents' house one time for one of our employees' weddings.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so it was
more than acquainted.
Yeah. It was really crazy. But I remember during that time, all my employees were like, I'm so awful. And I'm like, oh my God, everyone was acting brand new.
Villainized you.
So yeah, villainized me. So that's why I asked her. I was like, did you feel like I'm projecting?
I swear that happens.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that happens at every
It
center.
was so crazy. And like, mind you, I had fired several people who had, you know, played us on the other side, right? Mm-hmm. And like, they were secretly actually taking clients and all. And so I'm like, I know how to do this right, a proper professional exit. And they're like, you're planning to take employees and clients. It was nuts. I was like, you know what? To hell with this. Wish you luck. I'm going 29 miles away and did my own thing. But it's interesting how it's kind of like always the same behaviors, right?
They have the same method of letting people go, and that's not saying anything and just surprising you with not having a job after you've worked a full day, or they'll call you in and
of course they'll let you finish.
Yeah. Well, and I saw that happen to that entire crew that I was like this with.
Oh, Ari, I used to do it. I was a bad person.
Is that what they tell you to do? Like that's
it
been
was
a question
it was
of mine.
all strategy. It's like, okay, well, we have no coverage this day, so we'll wait till this day, and she's fully booked that day, so that's gonna screw us over. So we're gonna do it on our time.
It was strategized.
Yeah, management would always be like, do it on our time. Like when we want, not when they want, right?
Yeah.
And it's all just a very, like, I get it because, like, I've protected businesses before. But you know what? Having good character goes a long way. Like, if you were a good employee and you're like, look, here's what's going on. I'd be like, look, I get it. You shouldn't be here forever, right? When are you thinking realistically? Cool. Look, I'm going to trust you. If I find any funny business, you already know how this goes. But if you're going to leave with respect and do your thing, I got you. What's your last date? But most people were in it for themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So it didn't always work out that way.
Which, like, I also understand why they did it the way they did it because of poaching and, you know, the whole sitch. But at the same time, like, I did show up to my shift every day on time. Mm-hmm. I did maintain a healthy, steady clientele base for the 4 years that I was there. I made them well over $100,000. Mm-hmm. Like, and you show like.
How was your performance? Respect. Like services per ticket and stuff like that. Would you say you were? I
was
top,
always
mid?
Exceeding the SPT. Never retail.
Yeah. No one ever does retail.
Yeah, I was,
never.
I think the highest SPT I ever got was like 2.15.
Wow.
But yeah, I was.
Are you for hire?
Yeah. So
they had me working at level 3. I forget the colors. They had me working at the 3rd level. Orange, yeah.
Orange.
I was working at orange level, but in the books at, what is it, white or blue?
Blue is the first.
Blue
and
is
then
the
white.
first.
At white. I was at white being worked at orange level because I was so fast. They were just throwing it on my books, but I wasn't getting paid for
it.
that.
Oh, those bastards.
Yeah, so that's how I managed to like get so fast is because I'm working at
no option.
a level under what I'm actually working at, and it was just, I mean, it paid off. You know, like I'm fast now, but
yeah.
At what cost?
Like, what cost? Like, how much money do you owe me for that?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
God.
hey, at least you're honestly young, driven, and doing it now because the body takes tolls. Yeah. Yeah, she sure remembers. After a year on your feet, your neck, the base of your neck from looking down, doing eyebrows so much, low back, all the things like
My feet.
yeah.
If you're wondering why I'm wearing tabbies, it's because I have bunions on my feet, on both of them.
Well, look, at least you're taking preventative measures to.
And I'm like, these shoes are like the only thing that I can work in seriously.
Really?
Yeah, because they keep my toe separated and like in its correct ergonomical position.
You are a smart girl, though. A lot of things you said today, like you're talking about ergonomics. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So
right,
this is good info for our people.
Super good info. We're gonna have to add it to our like recommended in-suite list for
Attire.
care.
Get
tabbies.
tabbies.
Attire. Yeah,
Tabby
the
shoes.
tabbies. I love that.
Do you think we're ready for rapid fire?
I think we're ready for rapid fire.
Let's get it.
Okay, what wax do you use in your suite?
Russian pearl.
Oh,
Me too.
she's the queen.
She
She is the queen. Have you tried their strawberry blueberry, the new?
I have samples. I have not tried
Okay,
it
Try
yet.
it.
You're
Try
gonna like
try
it.
So my clients love it.
Really?
They love it.
Yeah, she's always used Russian pearl, and then they sent us samples of those too, and we did a training with them, and I will probably always carry strawberry in my
How's
suite
the
now.
smell?
I love it. The strawberry
It's
love.
not too strong.
No, my clients that I use like for facial, they're like, "Oh my god, this smells so good!" Like
Really?
just because they love it, I love it. But I did start with charcoal, then Russian pearl, then I really do like the
Would you
strawberry.
say it's like, does it smell artificial? Like
When you're burning it, yes. But once like you put it on someone, no.
Okay.
Like when burning it, when you're melting it,
You're burning
So
into the
big shout out Waxness, love your stuff.
Yes.
Okay, next question: what's your favorite service to do and receive?
Favorite service to do, obviously Brazilians. Receive brows.
For sure.
Who do you wax yourself, or do you go get waxed by somebody else?
I wax myself.
Yeah.
Mainly, yeah. But
Same.
when I feel like being pampered, I love to get my brows done.
Treat yourself.
It's so relaxing.
I know.
Yeah.
For no reason.
What's your least favorite service to do?
Full legs.
Everyone says
Everyone
that.
hate full leg.
Or
Fuck the full leg.
Maybe full arm. I feel like I probably hate full arms more than full legs.
It
'Cause of
depends on
this.
the. Okay.
Like
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have them lay down and like I'll get this part, but it's still like it's just annoying.
Yeah.
When they do the
Hands
chicken wing and
yeah.
they're like it's all the way down here, and I'm like, hello.
Then
like,
if they have a dry ass elbow, then it's like, oh
Cracking.
man.
Yeah, it's not great.
it's so bad.
The limbs.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your go-to product? Yeah.
Or just like in suite, like what's your
In-suite,
ride or die?
post-care.
Like, what do you use
Oh, okay.
post care? Yeah.
Probably the bush balm oil.
Oh yeah.
I love their oil.
Okay.
Yeah, I may have converted over myself.
You love it?
I'm getting there for sure.
Yeah, I use it in my back bar. I retail it. I use it on myself at home. The dark spot oil.
Okay.
I haven't tried it
We
yet.
received the dark spot
Love
oil,
it.
but I am a little bit blessed, not gonna lie. I don't really have the darkness going on. So I'm reserving it for
Perfect.
a good client
so
that I'm gonna
many.
gift.
I
Yeah.
have so many
Try it.
scars.
Oh really?
Yeah, like from dark. I'm very prone to ingrowns,
Ah.
and I have HS also.
Oh yeah, that'll do it for sure.
Yeah, so
So it's helping, you're saying.
it's helping. Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure, for sure.
Cool.
You just gotta
Cool.
use it every day.
What's one thing new waxers should know?
Not every client's gonna be for you.
Yeah.
I think
That's the lesson of today.
yeah.
That's
Not
the
every
title of your
client is meant
episode.
for you.
What's
And also not the job. The job isn't meant for everyone either.
Yeah.
Like if you think you want to wax and then you start waxing and you actually hate it, like it's okay to hate it.
yeah.
It's not for everyone. You know.
The wax gods will not punish you if you
Yeah.
don't like it.
I'll
You
take
can
your
pivot.
clients.
Yeah.
Right.
Send them
Yeah,
to me.
there you go.
Here's your plug.
Yeah.
What's your most iconic client moment, good, bad, or indifferent?
I have a funny story.
Tell us.
Okay. So I have this client. She's been seeing me for maybe 3 years for her Brazilian. And opening up my suite, I started offering vajacials, which is like a facial for your pubic area and helps to treat like
Ingrowns,
happened again.
blemishes.
It helps to treat
yes.
ingrowns, blemishes, dark spots, whatever your skin may be going through. So I was doing a vajacial on this client, and at the end of the service, I use high frequency, which is like a light therapy to help with dark spots, and it kills underlying bacteria. It's good stuff. And basically, I pull it out to like zap some of her scarring, and she didn't tell me this until after I like had completed the service. But she like almost looked like I could tell something was off while I was.
You're like you've seen this before.
I know.
What is
I know.
happening?
She like wasn't saying anything, but she also like got a little quiet. And this client and we were very like loud and outspoken, and she was one of my like more energetic clients. So basically, yeah, like that energy wasn't there when I was using this. So I don't know. I was kind of just trying to keep it going. I wasn't really paying any attention to it.
Right. You're like, who hurt you with this?
I know.
What is going on?
Yeah. And then I put it all away, and she was like, she asked if I knew what that was. She asked if I knew what I was using. I said, yeah, this is high frequency. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, that's a sex toy. And I was like, what are you talking about? That's a sex toy. Like, this is high frequency. Like, I learned how to use this in
You're like, do you know what this is?
Yeah, like,
I think that you don't know what this is.
Yeah, I was like, are you talking about the same thing? Like, it has a comb even, like, their attachment. She was like, yeah, I have that attachment, too. She has the comb attachment.
Thinking
with her
it's a sex toy.
Yeah. This client tells me that back in the day, when she was with her ex, they like to get a little freaky. And
he was just
one of the things that they would do is use this sex toy for clitoral stimulation with the electromagnetic.
I cannot.
Like he would zap
frequency. Oh my god!
He would zap her clit with a high frequency.
I'm like, did she have underlying damage?
I could only imagine what was going through her head when I was taking this same machine that she had her clit zapped with.
She was having like flashbacks of Vietnam.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and we ended up laughing about it, but after all that was said and done, I like still didn't believe her, so she pulled it up on the Castle website, and she was like, here, look. And
they
I was
sell
like,
it?
Yeah, they sell it on the Castle website, and it's legit like new derma,
like a zapper,
like high frequency.
Oh so I own that too, and I took the new derma, the like it's in a white box, right?
Yes, and
it looks like a sex toy. It does, like the shape of it. So my sister was having like a folliculitis situation going on her face. So I go to my parents' house, and she lives there, right? So I left the box there on the kitchen table, and I was like, okay, I text her and I said, hey, I left that there. What's my dad say? What the hell is this?
What did you leave over here?
It's like a zapper for like your zits, Dad. Like that's what I told him.
Dad.
But
I feel like if it was for sex, the box would be black and red.
Right.
There wouldn't be a face on the box. Like
someone got creative with the use of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's on the website, so I guess it's a legit sex.
I guess.
I know.
I think I've heard it all, and I haven't. There's so
I
I just keep
like,
getting surprised with stories like this. That's crazy.
Every day there's something new.
Okay, well that wraps up our rapid fire. We're so glad to have had you on. So now we will plug your space. So what is your Instagram handle? And we'll put it up on the screen so people can follow.
My Instagram and my TikTok are at Smooth Society Wax.
Cave Creek, Arizona.
Cave Creek, Arizona.
Yes, follow Ari.
You can find me on Google. Yeah.
Love that. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for being on. It was awesome.
This was so fun.
Well, that concludes season 4, episode 4. Thank you guys for being here.
Yay.
Yay.